All right. Can you all hear me now? Can you all hear me now?
Yes, Jyoti, we can hear you.
You can hear me now?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, awesome. Let's move on. I want to quickly cover and then I will hand over to the youth team. They will take you to the next things. Who can share? Host only. Yes, host only. Okay. Who can start and sharing screens? I don't know what this is. I'm just going to go ahead and close this. Can you all see my screen? Can you all see my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen.
Okay, good, no problem. So what we wanted to understand, two things. One is, I really want to cover two things. One is, how does it work in a real world industry? The reason I'm asking to do this, because in the group project, I want you to come up with a problem statement, okay? So either you could do as a group, or you can do an individual. So that's something I will let the youth team to decide. So I want you to come up with a problem statement. And then other things, we will talk about it. In that context, okay, what I wanted to tell you, how does these are all done in a real world, okay? And then some technicality, so that I can start the session tomorrow very focused on machine learning and some extent a little bit on deep learning, data engineering. I will cover that one, okay? So in real world, how it works. Let's look at how it works in healthcare, how it works in a consumer business, how it works in retail, how it works, real estate, and how it works in other industries, correct? I'm going to focus on. So I want you to think through, okay? Read this through, and only one participant, anyone is fine. Give me one or two examples, what you understood in this one, okay? So this is how artificial intelligence applied in real world healthcare business. So when I say healthcare, this is basically what Mr. Scott was talking in the morning, okay? In healthcare, how it is applied, what it is doing. So these are some of the use cases. I'm not saying this is the only use cases. These are some of the use cases that I worked on. So I put everything what I worked on for you to understand. So what I want you to think through and tell me, is this an intelligent automation or data science? For example, patient health risk. Is that an intelligent automation or a data science? That is a data science. I'm not automating anything. I'm using massive amount of data to come up with a risk score, So to show you the example, okay, let me see. I'm switching my screen. I hope you may be able to see. If it is not, I can share my screen one more time. So let me know if you are able to see my screen or not. Can you all see my screen?
I can still.
Not yet.
We just see the PowerPoint.
Okay, so let me stop and share, okay? It's still coming. So this is an actual example that's been done for a client, okay? So I'm just trying to show you. So this is basically what it does. It has all the information about the patient. You see this one? This is the list of patients. Moses, that's the name of the patient. Okay, Casper, that's the name of the patient. Okay, so these are the different patients. For these patients, it has all the information. Okay, it has the readmission analysis. It has the readmission calculation. Okay, can you all see my screen? What I'm doing?
Yeah, we can see.
Okay, and it also has a disease analysis. How do you analyze the disease conditions? So based on their prior medical history, based on their lab work, based on any procedure they have done this one. So by individual population, you can look at their medical history. Okay, you can look at all the things that happens in this one. Okay, so and also it gives a lot more insights on many different factors. Okay, so I don't want to go all the way down, but I wanted to show you here. So this is basically calculates the risk score. So the risk score is not an intelligent automation, it's a data science. It extracts hidden insights. It uses all the data. It also connects to social media. On a Facebook, what is the patient is talking about? On Twitter, what is the patient talking about, correct? And what is this patient doing in the patient storyline? What is the patient is doing in other areas, correct? So what does this require? Why it is required? So this is what I need to calculate the risk score. So the risk score is basically required. How risk this patient is? Is it going to be real critical issue to deal or something that we can manage, correct? So to arrive the risk score, I'm using this kind of technique. So you see, I'm back to my PowerPoint. Can you see my PowerPoint?
No, it's still on the healthcare.
Sure. I will change the screen now. All right, so you should be able to see now. So can you see now?
Yeah, we can see.
Okay, so these are some of the use cases that what I built. Okay, so what I want you to explain to me, take any one of the use case and try your best and explain what it means. I told what is health risk. Health risk is nothing but how severely this patient health condition is, how severe this health condition is. Is this health condition is good or bad or worst? What is it? So I want to have that kind of analysis. That I'm calling data science. Okay. So if any one of you tell me whatever you understood from the list and tell me, is that a data science or an automation, intelligent automation? So pick anyone, explain what you understood and tell me whether it's a data science or an intelligent automation. Keep in mind, these are all real problems. These are all real industry problems we have to address and we have to solve. Go ahead, anyone please.
I'm Srivatsan again. I'm going to be an undergraduate at UC Davis, and so for the use cases, for the last three, lifestyle monitoring, fitness monitoring, and health monitoring, what I understood from that is they're using programs to monitor the aspects of a person's life, like if like doing for like activities, if they're more like if they're having a sedentary lifestyle or if not. Fitness is like what activities they're doing to keep fit, and then health is like how their blood pressure or how their heartbeats are. And for this, I'm not particularly sure if it's data science or intelligent automation.
Sure.
This is gathering, I feel like this is gathering data from a person's body rather than so I think it uses other use cases for for this monitor.
Wonderful, wonderful. It does both. The way you collect information, such as either use an Apple Watch or use device like Fitbit, or you use device like treadmills. So you collect data from all these different sources and use the data, extract insights, and tell how they're doing. Like you said, do they have second kind of a lifestyle? Are they? What does their behavior look like? What does their eating habit look like, etc. So those are all analysis. It has both. The automation is the piece that which brings all the data together and creates a platform for you to analyze. The data science, it goes on the data and extracts what it sees as a pattern. So that's the data science. It has a both. Thank you very much. Anybody else? All right. Yes, go ahead.
I'm Kavita. And so for the fraud detection, I
Okay.
thought it was like if somebody's trying to do things that are illegal, like trying
Excellent.
to get health things, but like
Yeah.
they don't need it.
Okay, excellent. What do you
And
call that? Is that a data science or it's a intelligent automation?
I think it's a data science, but I'm not
Excellent.
sure.
Yes, on the surface, you are right. It's a data science. Okay, basically what it is. Okay, this was done for claims. So let's say you never went to an hospital, but on your name, there's a $10,000 medical bill. How in the world that happen? Okay, that's a fraud. That's a fraud. So we have to identify any bills that comes for the payers to pay. So they want to run a predictive model and see whether it's a related claim or it's a fraud. Okay? So that's basically wanted to run a model to predict and see if there is any fraudulent claims are there. Okay, so that's what it is. All right. So thanks, Kavita. So the intent of bringing this to you, you can pick and choose any use case that you want to do if you are really interested. Okay. Until you do this by yourself, there's no way you can gain deeper expertise. You can understand the concepts, you can understand certain things of information level, but if you really want to go out and solve these things, you have to solve one or two industry problems. Then only you can understand, okay? So these are some of the use cases that I worked on. It could be very beneficial, or even if you want to go out and look for opportunities, what Scott was talking about, he is looking for people who can come and build these kind of models, right? So you can put this in a resume, you can send it to them, so they will understand what are you talking about, right? So any questions? What are the different use cases that you could build if you wanted to in healthcare? This is some examples and guidelines to get started. There could be many. There could be many. All right. So the next industry use case that what we wanted to touch, we want to talk about consumer business. What could be a consumer business? Like Walmart, that's a consumer business. Target, that's a consumer-based business. Okay. Johnson & Johnson, these kind of companies are consumer-based business. Procter & Gamble, okay? These kind of companies are consumer-based business. So in this one, what are the things we could do? The most common one, I'm sure you all know, what is customer sentiment? Can anyone tell your understanding about a customer sentiment? What is a customer sentiment? Can anyone tell? So that is most commonly used, a customer sentiment. So example, you buy a product from Walmart. For whatever reason, you didn't like it, you felt they cheated you, okay? Whatever the case may be. You decided you want to write about this in Facebook or LinkedIn or Twitter, wherever you wanted to write. Either in the form of a text or in the form of a video or a picture, whatever you want to do, you can. Nobody's going to stop you, okay? Nobody's going to stop you. So now, so what we have to do, so we have to basically understand what has been written and see how do we prevent something like this? What is the root cause behind why it happened? Okay? So we want to analyze such things. In that context, you could use data science. Okay? So don't think data science means always predictive model. It's not that. It's analyzing data, extracting hidden insights. Okay? Extracting hidden insights. So those are all data science. Okay, so whatever the customer wrote, I need to extract that and I need to take it to my executive team so that they can understand. So typical use cases, in this case, omni-channel, market basket, customer sentiment, customer churn, customer segmentation, brand, location, inventory, targets, marketing, etc. So these are the different type of use cases you could build. Either you could build in the form of an intelligent automation or in the form of data science. So these are all live use cases. The company might be interested, could be Walmart, could be Target, could be any company in the space of retail, such as Macy's, or it could be like, the clothing companies, garment companies. So they all need this kind of solutions. So in the future, if you're approaching for an internship, you can put all these things in a resume. You can tell them, I done customer sentiment, I can done some branding analytics, I can done some market analysis, etc. Okay, so this is just a guiding approach for you to understand. If you want to go deeper, you can go any extent. Sky is the limit. The next one is energy. and real estate. Can anyone tell what is the relation between energy and real estate? Any idea? Do you know what's energy business does? What's real estate business does? Any thoughts? What's the connection between energy and real estate?
So real estate is like home selling,
Okay.
like selling homes, like real estate agents help you sell homes and they get a commission. So that's like
Okay.
real estate.
Awesome. Awesome.
And energy is like electricity.
Uh-huh.
So it's like them energy providing your home. I mean, like the energy company providing your home electricity.
Uh-huh.
Like
So at your home, do you want to save energy or do you want to use more energy?
you want to save energy
How do you save energy?
by, like, I don't know, buying energy efficient light bulbs or lowering.
Okay, so that is one way to look at it. So buy more energy efficient products such as like less electricity consumption, like a television or a refrigerator or a heating system, etc.
solar.
Okay, etc. Okay, got it. So that is one way to look at. So what is the other way to look at energy efficiency?
Solar, like using renewable
So
energy.
let's assume solar is not in the table at this point. Solar
Okay.
later. So how do we save energy? How do we save energy?
Use less energy.
How do you use less energy? You're getting there. You're getting there. How do you use less energy?
I don't know, like constantly. Like if you're done using your monitor or something, turn it off.
Excellent. Excellent. That's the point I was getting to. So that is the point I was getting to. Correct? So don't turn the lights on. Don't turn the heaters on. If you are not using, turn them off. Okay? If you are not using, turn them off. Where do you see, correct? This question is just not for you. Where do you see artificial intelligence coming into picture in terms of energy consumption? How do you save energy using artificial intelligence? Can anyone tell, please?
Your supply and demand when you're using energy.
Supply and demand using energy. Can it be very specific?
Like you only get sent as much energy as you need. Like the AI is able to predict how much energy you're going to use.
Sure. So that is one way to look at it. Correct. So we talked about just now. Correct. Turn off on lights. Correct. If a light is not required, turn it off. If a light is needed, correct, like also turn it on. So how do you use artificial intelligence to control?
You
Artificial
can make. Oh, sorry. You could go ahead.
Go ahead.
Artificial intelligence could like turn lights on and off, like with like depending on whether you're in the room or not.
Excellent. Excellent. That's what I want to get to. What do you call that? What do you call that?
IoT?
No, IoT is a device level, correct? IoT doesn't have an intelligence, correct? So these are all heavy intelligence. So this is where computer vision comes into picture. So what is computer vision supposed to do? Facial recognition, human recognition, object recognition, voice recognition, correct?
Yeah, object detection, is that?
Exactly. If no object in the room, what is the point in lights are on? Turn the lights off. If no humans are in the building, correct? Turn the lights off. If no human is there, turn the air conditioner off, correct? So in that way, you can save energy. Does that make sense?
Yeah, like right now there are motion detectors, lights like in bathrooms and stuff
Exactly.
like that.
Exactly. So let's assume you forgot to turn your heaters on, off. You forgot to turn off your lights. You went to India, okay? You went to India. So what does that mean? You may come back after 4 or 5 weeks. Does that mean that the lights are going to continue to turn it on? No, you don't have to. Build a control system. Use artificial intelligence. Create models and algorithm which detects. So what it detects? It detects human movements. It detects object movements. It detects voice movements and tells you, hey, listen, the lights are on. No one is there. Do you want me to turn it off? Yes, you can. So the control system will control everything. You could build a control system using computer vision to control the energy consumption, to reduce the energy cost, increase energy efficiency, Does that make sense? Do you guys understand the connection between commercial real estate and energy? Do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay, I wanted to hear from other people as well. So don't sleep. All right. So this is some of the use cases I think you may be able to use if you are interested. If you are not interested, that's fine, correct? For some of you, maybe this is a bit heavy, but ignore this one if it is too heavy. So my point is, if you are going to real worlds, okay, either for to better understand or to work or look for something. So these use cases you can represent, you can talk about it so that people other side understands, I know what you're talking, okay? If it's a fraud detection, I know what you meant. If it is performance of a physician, I know what it means. If it is length of stay, I know what it means, right? People can understand. So if you are talking about consumer, such as customer segmentation, target marketing, omni-channel, etc. So the people on the consumer business, they can understand. When you apply for positions, when you apply for an internship, so you can apply for retail companies. You can retail companies like Apple, that's a retail store. Okay, when you go to an Apple store to buy iPhone or any of this iPads and etc. So those are all falls under this business, consumer business. Correct. So if you are going to work with company like PG&E, other energy companies, or commercial real estate company like Cushman and Wakefield, etc. So you can talk about all these things: energy efficiency, energy benchmarking, line losses. Okay, all these things you can talk about it. Okay, so these are some of the industry use cases you could use. Okay, some of the industry use cases you could use. All right, so I'm going to skip this for a minute. Okay, I will quickly get to a specific area that I wanted to focus on so that you can understand. Okay, give me 1 minute. All right, so if you want to get started from learning perspective, okay, where do we start? How do we practice all those things? So tomorrow I will walk you through 1 or 2 examples and how the models are built and how it is working. It's actually maybe, but I don't think that we have enough time. Like for example, okay, so just a second. So for example, I have an example of a machine learning and deep learning models. I was hoping to walk you through this today, okay, but probably this is going to take some time. So we will cover this tomorrow. But now I want to focus on, from learning point of view, what are the different techniques, technology that you need to have. Okay, 1 second. I'm going to share my screen now. So the technology that what you really need in terms of learning this one, just at a high level, you can understand. So we also put that in this one. So coming to working in this technologies, there are several areas to focus on. So one is the data side, second, the model side, and the computing side, correct? So obviously, we may not be able to do all, but we can do something real quick. If you're able to download and install Anaconda, so that has the package manager that covers a lot of groundwork. For example, in Anaconda, okay, you have Python comes in. So that gives the libraries, which is the NumPy, Pandas, and also MATLAB libs, SciPy. So these are the libraries you need. It also comes with it. So what I'm trying to say, for you to learn and get started with simple exercise, which we are going to do tomorrow. If you haven't done, you can download and install Anaconda. It comes with the Conda package manager, and it also has a lot of libraries. So we will primarily focus on Python and Jupyter, and some extent working on a TensorFlow. I don't think we can go for DFX. That could be later. So in order for you to practice, make sure you have enough, like, groundwork done in terms of setting up this one. So all I wanted to make sure, you just download and install Anaconda. That's enough for tomorrow's session, okay? The other things for now, you could ignore, we don't need anything at this point. Okay. So once you feel comfortable, then we can talk about other things. So this is for now. If you haven't done it, that's fine, no problem. Please go ahead and try to download and install Anaconda. So that comes with the package manager, which is Anaconda, and also it comes with like Python and Jupyter notebooks. That's enough for us to cover tomorrow. The other areas we may not be able to spend time, so that's something that you could do in the future, or as needed, we can connect and talk this through. Okay.
Hello,
Yes, sir.
I have a question for Anaconda. So
Yes.
So today morning I tried to download it, and it said like you have to have like other ones like.
What is other ones?
1 second.
Sure.
So you have to add Anaconda, Jupyter Notebook, TensorFlow, Scikit
No,
Learn.
the
and
TensorFlow, it doesn't come with Anaconda. You have to install. For now, ignore that. You don't need to worry about that part.
Okay, because I tried to download it using
Yeah, so that you can
Condo.
install. Yeah, that you can download and install separately. I have a document. I will send it to Ramesh. He will send it to you all. I was trying to send yesterday, but I couldn't do it. So I will send it to him. So that has an instruction to install TensorFlow, TFX, and etc. If you're not able to do it, that's fine. So as long as if you're able to install Anaconda, that's enough. That has Jupyter Notebook, and that also has all the libraries that's required, Python libraries.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, no problem. So, but I'm just giving you, you don't have to really go and build all the things. So this is for someone people work in a real industry. You don't have to really build all of them. As a student, if you really want to learn and start practicing simple things, you can start with Anaconda. So download and install. That comes with the package manager, and also comes with the Python libraries, and it also comes with the Jupyter notebook. So that's enough for us. Okay, so that's all we need. So for example, so in my case, let me close this. Okay. So once you install Anaconda, you type Anaconda. So this is basically.
We can't see the screen. It's still on the presentation.
You only shared that tab. You need to share your screen so we can see anything,
Sure.
everything you're doing.
Okay, hold on. Okay. All right. How about now? What do you guys see?
Yeah, we can see
Yeah, we
everything.
can see.
Okay, so what I'm saying, once you install Anaconda, you see this one, you will see the command prompts, okay? The Anaconda prompt. So when you click open, this will take you to the runtime. You see this one? There are different options. So all you have to do, just install, that automatically installs the Jupyter notebook. So once you're done, you will get this command prompt. From here, you can start your Jupyter notebook. Okay, so this will take you to the wherever you set up. So can you see my screen now?
Yeah, we can see.
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay, so here I have like a problem to be solved. I'm using both deep learning and machine learning. Under machine learning, I have different folders. I have a folder for NFI, I have a folder for model outcome, I have a folder for like a source code, task data, training data, and etc. And this is my actual source code. So I'm just saying, so this entire source code, correct? Like whatever I have written, it's all built based on the actual Anaconda package and its library. So we don't need anything beyond, correct? So I'm just saying, just install Anaconda package. If you're not able to install TensorFlow, that's fine. I will send you the document for you to follow and install it. You could use this one. So for tomorrow, if you have good, we can use this one. Okay. So I'm going back to my PowerPoint. Let's see if I'm able to stop and share. Can you see the PowerPoint now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So this has a lot of other components that's not required at this point. Just focus on Anaconda, install that one. So that takes care of the package manager, that takes care of Python and Jupyter. That's all we need. And I will send you the document for installing TensorFlow and TFX. Okay, all right. So let's talk about the project, that what I want you to do so that you can focus on. Okay, so just a second. Just a second. So what I want you to do, so now you got an idea, right? So far, whatever we talked in the morning, since morning. So you have an idea. I want you to, in parallel, come up with a project so that you can do, even after the boot camp is over, correct? You can work on it. Okay. Okay, all right. 1 second. All right. So we wanted to, I wanted to apply what you learned in a real problem so that you can understand how this overall works. Okay? How this overall works. So that's the goal. So in that context, what we wanted to do, we wanted to basically come up, I want you to come up with your own problem to be solved using artificial intelligence. And then how do we implement that? So that's the focus. Okay, that is the focus. So what I want you to do, come up with a problem. Okay, either a real world problem or a problem that happens in your day-to-day life. Okay, in your day-to-day life. So come up with a problem that you could solve using artificial intelligence. Okay, when I say artificial intelligence, what would be the appropriate, okay, details you need to solve this problem? So don't just write 1 or 2 words. Write some details. Okay, write some details. I talked about length of stay. How long a patient can stay in a hospital. So that is the length of stay. Why do I need to know? Based on the length of stay, I can allocate resources. What kind of resources? I can tell how many physicians I need, how many nurses I need, how many beds I need, etc. And also I can plan for any other activities. Okay, if I have to order a meal, if I have to order food, I know how long the patient is going to be there and what food they like and how do they order the food. I'm just telling some examples. So give some details. Okay, the first step for you, come up with a problem that you think you can solve using artificial intelligence. That problem could be a real world problem, or that problem could be a problem that occurs on your day-to-day life. Write some details. The second point, what are the benefits of solving that problem? Okay, by solving the problem, what are the benefits that we are planning to achieve? Okay, so as I told you, having the length of stay. John is going to be in the hospital for the next 5 days. So what does that mean? I need a physician availability for the next 5 days. Why? His condition is critical. I need a physician who's going to come and take a look for the next 5 days. So that is my need. Okay, my need. The benefit here, better planning. I can plan well. I can do scheduling. Okay, I can do scheduling. So those are all my benefits. Who's the audience for this one? The length of stay audience. It's very much the hospital and also the physician and also the nurse and coordinator. So those are the audience who need to know the length of stay. The patient may not be needed length of stay directly. It may be indirect for the patient. Okay. What machine learning technique that I'm going to use? Am I supposed to use computer vision? Am I supposed to use natural language processing? Am I supposed to use robotic process automation? So that is what expected from you. So these 4, what we need from you in order for you to apply something in a real world problem. Okay. So I'm not saying this is going to make you an expert, but definitely it's a good starting point. Definitely it is a good starting point. So this will help you to come up with a problem, describe the problem. By solving problem, what are the benefits we are achieving? Who needs the solution? And what kind of machine learning technique that I'm going to use? What that I'm going to teach the machine? Am I teaching the machine about an image or a language or a process or something else? Correct? So we can tell this one. So this is not expected. You can write in any form. You can use Word document, PowerPoint, whatever you like, I'm okay. But I want to see this I want to see this tomorrow. You can do by yourself. You can also partner with someone who want to do it. It's up to you. Okay? But this is expected from you so that I understand what you understood and how much you learned about this. Okay? So any question on this one? Okay, there is a question. What's your question?
So how would we share whatever like how we approach this assignment? Like would we send you the document or
Yes.
okay.
So you can send me the documents. Okay, I will put my email here. In case if you need my email, I will put it here. I'll give my personal email. Okay, so what I need from you tomorrow, a problem statement, benefit, audience, the machine learning technique. You can mail me or you can call me as needed. So don't send me a text. Send me a Word document. If you got stuck, if you need help, call me.
Oh, could you go back to the other slide real quick so I can take a picture, like the one before?
Sure.
You're gonna send these slides to us, right? Or are you?
Yeah, I can send it to you.
Okay, thank you.
If you wanted to.
Yeah, I would want the slides, please.
Sure. So do you all clear now what is expected from you?
Yes, after you're done with this slide, I just want to jot down your email real quick.
Sure.
Okay, 1 second.
I'm not done yet. I still need another 15 minutes.
Wait, so
thank you.
So for this thing, so we're supposed to write a Word document and give it a problem statement, benefits, audience, and a machine learning technique, right? Like kind of
Yes,
like an essay.
that's right. You can use anything. You can use a Word document. You can use an Excel spreadsheet. You can use a PowerPoint. You can do anything. I'm okay. I'm not limited to anything. Correct?
So you just want us to like express our ideas and like
That's right. The goal is to create ideas. The goal is to make sure actually, where do you start? So if you have to start this one, okay? Like for example, as I said, some of you may be in the process of looking for a job. Some of you may be looking for an internship. Some of you may be looking for an entrepreneurial thing, whatever it is, okay? So we all need a starting point. So what is the starting point? The starting point is what problem we are going to solve and describe the problem. By solving problem, what are the benefits we are going to get, okay? So these are all heavy topic, but we have to start and understand the basics. So this is more for understanding the basics, understanding these things.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Oh yeah. Thank you.
Wonderful. Any question before I move on to my other topic?
Oh yeah, could you give us your email again? Can you go back to that slide?
Sure.
Okay. So we just email it to you, right?
You can email to me or you can email to
yeah. Guys, yeah, you can email to youths@sfbatam.org where we send you all the email communication, right? You can send the email and you can also copy Jyoti on that email.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
All right. So we are all good. I'm looking forward to the 10 a.m. Presentation. We'll pick one or two people. We'll ask them to present. So my last topic, then I will stop and hand over to the youth team. So this is a real use case. Okay. So I just want to quickly touch this one so that you can understand. So I'm sure by looking at the picture, you all understand it's a cell phone. Okay. So this use case was done, or this actual solution was done for a telecom company, very large telecom company. So what they want us to do, they want us to do two things. One is avoid call drops, increase call usage. So these are the two problems. Okay, I want you to understand when you're on a cell phone call, sometimes what happens, your call drops. Sometimes what happens, the signals are bad, you can't hear anything. So how do we avoid that? That is one use case. The second use case, increase call usage. What does that mean? Let's say on a cell phone you have the voice and data. The voice is very much unlimited. You can talk as much time you wanted. Nobody cares about it. But the data is not unlimited. In some cases, it could be unlimited, but they may ask you to pay more money. So when you are on a 2 GB data plan, and that 2 GB data plan is for a month. So you are in week 1. You already lost almost out of the 2 GB, 1.8 GB. You left with 0.2 GB, but there's no way you can survive for the next almost 1 month. Okay. So the point is, how do I increase the usage of the call? Okay, so that's basically the message. So point 1, avoid call drops. Point 2, increase call usage. So how do I increase call usage? That is the actual underlying problem. So when I say call usage, what I'm talking about if we are in a 2 GB data plan, that 2 GB data plan is supposed to go for a month, but you are in week 1. In week 1, you already used 1.8 GB. You left with 0.2 GB, and it's not going to be sufficient for the remaining 3 weeks. Identify such members and provide a better plan so that their usage will increase. That's what this is. So for that, this is the only thing I want to talk to you. Rest we will deal tomorrow. Okay. So what we want to do to solve the problem, we followed an implementation methodology. So what is the implementation methodology supposed to look like? Okay, supposed to look like. So it starts from the problem statements, then the model selection.
Mr. Jyoti, I think you're muted.
Not me, someone muted actually, like, so I don't know how it happens. Can you all hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. So let me go back. I don't know where you are able to stop. So the actual problem is prevent call drops, increase the call usage. I was trying to explain what both of means. So when you're on an active cell phone call, make sure your call is not dropped or the signals are not going bad. It's not that you're not able to hear anything. So how do we avoid such things? Increasing call quality, avoid call drops. The second is increase the call usage. What does that mean? If you're on a cell phone, if you have a 2 GB data plan, that 2 GB data plan is for a month. So you are in week 1 of the month. In week 1, you already consumed 1.8 GB. You left with 0.2 GB. That 0.2 GB is not going to be sufficient for the next 3 weeks. So what you will do, you have to buy another plan. So that is basically the need here. I wanted to increase the usage of the call, either giving a different plan or do something. So that is the plan. So to do that, we want to implement artificial intelligence. To implement artificial intelligence, what is the framework we followed? So that framework, if you see at the top, it starts from the problem statement. So that's what I'm asking you to do. So the second, model selection. To solve the problem, what model I need? Then what are the different technology? We talked about Anaconda. We talked about Jupyter Notebook, Python library, TensorFlow, TFX, etc. So that's a technology. The next step is data collection. So once I have all the data, how do we prepare? How do we integrate? How do we data available for the model to work? Then model building, model training, testing, validation, etc. Okay? So this is the entire framework. So tomorrow we are going to focus on this one. So we will start from understanding machine learning, which is supervised, unsupervised reinforcement. We'll also look at this framework. Then we do one example in the system. So that example is going to be time series data analysis. Okay. So if you have time, spend some time to understand. You don't have to if you have time. Understand what is time series data analysis. Time series data analysis. So that is what we are going to do. It is more for forecasting. It's more for forecasting. So if you have time, spend some time, read and understand what is time series data analysis, point 1. Point 2, also understand forecast. So tomorrow we are going to use those two models. A model to do time series data analysis, a model to do forecasting. Someone raised a hand. Okay, yes, go ahead. What's your question? Any questions? Kaushal, somebody's raising hands.
Go ahead, you can talk.
Hello?
Yes.
Okay, so my question was, you said that the two things you to, like if you wanted to have time, if you had time for that we could study was time series data analysis, and what's the other one again? I was writing it down.
Forecasting.
Thank you.
Yeah, I will put it in the PowerPoint. Forecast. So those are the two things I told. Either study about time series data analysis. Second is the forecasting. All right, any questions?
No.
Wonderful. How do you guys felt today and how much you learned? Any thoughts, any questions, any feedback?
I learned a lot and the class was great.
Okay.
Yeah, same. It was a really cool and interactive class for me. I really like the data analysis part of it.
I'm sorry, which one?
I like the AI part where we got to like know the different parts of AI and where we can use them.
Sure, sure. All right. Anything else? Anybody want to tell anything? Okay, wonderful. I really, really wanted to appreciate all your active participation. Like I said, okay, so you have many things to do, but taking some time to come and attend and participate in the classes means a lot for us. And that also gives a lot of encouragement for us. Okay, so I appreciate your time. I appreciate all of your effort. Tomorrow is going to be really exciting. So tomorrow we're going to, I skip the topic of applying machine learning or machine learning applied. So I will cover the topic. So in that, I will talk about supervised, unsupervised, reinforcement learning, and also deep learning, the difference between machine learning and deep learning. So once we covered, we take the time series data analysis, forecasting, and build the actual model. So when I say build the actual model, I'm actually what I'm going to do. I'm going to take you to the, okay, 1 second. So I'm trying to change my screen. Okay. I hope you can see my screen. So this is the actual model. You can see in the model, I have different steps. Import the required library, then train the data. And then also it has other things such as the actual model to be implemented, train the model and test the model. Okay, so all the steps we will be doing tomorrow for the time series data analysis and forecast. Okay, forecasting. So in that way, it's just not only the concept, you can also apply in real world. And I'll give you the source code. I'll give you all the things what goes along with this, such as the test data, training data, and everything. So you can go ahead and build by yourself. Okay, so that would really help a lot. That would really help a lot. So tomorrow we'll start with looking at your assignment, and then I will start with machine learning applied. So that covers the concepts, then one actual system implementation. Then we'll move on to data engineering. Okay, so that is how we'll be structuring tomorrow. And we will spend more time on tomorrow to understand also the difference between machine learning and deep learning, different models and everything. Okay, again, this class, it's highly customized. That's because I wanted to see like, what you like, what you don't like. I don't want to go too technical and deal with that. So if you're interested, then we can talk about it later, how we can expand this to the next level of learning. But for now, I really wanted to get in a high level view, understand the framework, and understand how this works and what are the different type of models you could build. Then we'll go from there. All right, with that said, I think I'm done. I'm going to hand over to the youth team. They will take it from here. All right, Kaushal, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, do you need anything from me before I sign off?
No, I think we're just gonna have them work on the presentations for tomorrow.
Okay, so do you want to stop here?
Yeah, I think we can stop here.
Okay.
No, yeah. Just this is Ramesh here. So before stopping, right, we want to ask if there are any questions, or you can have a group chat. You can sign off, Jyoti, so we can ask the kids, and if they want to have some communication within them based on what they learned today. So that will be a good thing for tomorrow's lab. If they want to stay and continue for some time, we are ready to open this session, keep the session live, so that the youth team can monitor and address their questions.
Okay, good. All right. So thank you so much, Ramesh. Thank you all. You all take care.
Okay.
I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Sure.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, yeah. Sure. Thank you, Jyoti. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Dear, okay. Dear participants, do you want us to stay in the have the live session and do the homework now? So, and if you have any questions, you can do the youth team is there, Kaushal, and if Akhil and Vishnu is there, they can help you out or address if you want to do as a group chat, that's fine.
We can just, can I work on my homework?
Yeah, yes, you can work on that.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you can work on the homework. We will open this line. And I just want to thank you everyone for just joining this course. And this is conducted by Bay Area Tamil Mandram. We want to appreciate and thank Bay Area Tamil Mandram. And if you think you want to donate for this course, most of the members for the Bay Area Tamil Mandram, it's a free course. And if you want to contribute to this nice course, I can send you the link. You can just do your donation there. So this will be really helpful for it's a community event, and this will have the funds can be used for other events or helping the COVID or some activities conducted by Bay Area Tamil Mandram. Okay, so you want we'll keep this line open for another 15, another half an hour. So feel free to ask any questions. Kaushal, you want to unmute? We can unmute also. Kaushal?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you unmute and people want to discuss and do this lab, we can do that too.
They're just asking if he can share the PowerPoint or presentation.
Yeah. So as soon as you get the presentation, we will share it to you. You will get the email from as usual from youths at BATM. You will get the email. And you can, like as Jyoti said, you can send an email to Jyoti, or you send an email to youth@BATM, and you can copy him also, or we can forward your whatever questions we have. We can do that. And some of you asked how to the recordings. We will work on the recordings, and once the recording is done, we upload it to our YouTube channel. We'll share the link. Just give us some time, okay?
If you guys don't have any other questions, then this time is mainly just for working on the project, so you should start doing that now.
Yeah. Start doing your project so that after like half an hour or 45 minutes, you can just feel free to sign off.
You can work on it by yourself, or like with a group with like some people you know if you want.
Wait, we can work as a group?
Sure. If you find some people like other attendees, you can work with them.
Yeah, you
Okay.
can have a discussion. Yeah, if someone asks any question, just raise the question. Others can answer. Who knows the answer? It's like kind of a group chat or thing, right? If you have any questions, you can ask it. Maybe Kaushal, you can unmute everyone, or they can if you have any questions, you can just ask. Someone can help you out here.
I'm just curious, but do we have the feature of a breakout room?
No, we don't have that right because we didn't for this session we didn't add a breakout room. We want as a one group and work it out.
Yeah, because if people are gonna get in groups, it might be a good idea to have like separate rooms where people can go around, and then we can like pop in and ask if they need any.
No, you can ask open. It's okay, right? Because we don't want to do that. If you just if you have any questions, just open up or ask. So anyone knows, you can share their thoughts.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
I have a question for the homework, or
Uh-huh.
just say. So for the problem statement, is there supposed to be like a specific format when you're writing the first couple lines? Because I don't.
No, there is no specific format. You can just build on your own, and you can just work on the project here.
Okay, thank you.
So based on what you learned, yeah, it's up to you. It's yeah.